Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you guys are all having a good afternoon. There we go. Let me do something for you guys very fast. There we go. Okie dokie. We got Dogecoin here, and we got about 5 minute and 1 second chart. We'll talk about Bitcoin and what she's up to, and some mostly just Dogecoin here tonight. It's pretty nice to see Dogecoin having a move, even if it's steady Eddie at the moment. Alrighty. Excuse me, guys. Oof, I got a really flummy throat today. But let's take a look at Dogecoin here very fast. I'm gonna take a look at Bitcoin and whatnot. Hey Jay, hey everyone, thanks guys, I appreciate it. Hey Sergeant Franco, hey Kapa, hey Hota, hope you guys are having a good time. So if we're looking at taking a quick look here at Dogecoin, you can see we did have a breakout here yesterday. It actually managed to hold, which that was kind of surprising because if you guys remember, it actually came down pretty hard before eventually curling back up. So whales did keep this bad boy alive for us. On top of that, we have a good chance of breaking through the 50-day moving average right now. So we might have a price target of somewhere up here at about 18, 19 cents, somewhere in that realm for today. We can always go higher than that, but I think 18, 19 cents is going to be a respectable price target. Let's move back over here very fast. Pull up Bitcoin at the moment as well over here, guys. Hey, watching. Hey, Mike, is your mom Dizzy from Dallas? No, she's just really just weak in general from not doing much exercise and stuff like that. We're hoping she gets better. Or hoping she gets better. But yeah, it's definitely been tough. You guys can probably hear the exhaustion on my voice. Plus, I also got a really bad chest cold, or could be lingering effects of COVID or something. My chest is hurting a lot more. Mostly just coughing, but I got some tea that's really helped out coughing in the past, so I'm just gonna start drinking this as I stream, and that should be helping me out a little bit more. But as far as Bitcoin's concerned, you can see we closed back down below this 2-to-1 line, so at this moment, I'm wondering how powerful this is going to be now that we're kind of just using like an everyday thing. So I would assume this 2-to-1 gain fan line isn't going to be the best thing to be looking at right now. Mostly just making sure we stay above this 3-to-1 level here and watching to see how we interact with this Fibonacci level. You can see tap down here at the neckline, managed to hold the 3-to-1 line, then we smack dab right on the Fibonacci level, and that's where we ended up getting rejected at. So usually the first time is usually a rejection point. The second time is usually the time where we can break above that. And if you think about Bitcoin, it kind of makes a little more sense too, because that would give us enough time to get above the 20-day moving average here. So as the 20-day moving average comes across here maybe over the next few days, that's when Bitcoin could have a nice pop to break above that. And then we might test out the, this breakout level right here, this big white line. And that's where, we could really start seeing a nice reversal off of what we've been trading so far, which has been, not the best luck for crypto. Excuse me, guys. All right, let me go back to Dogecoin here. Let me just put on 5 minute. I'm gonna take it a little bit easier as far as how much I talk and stuff like that today, because yeah, I'm out. I'm out of it. See. Hey, D's. Oh, let me see. There you go. Sometimes it just hides itself. I don't know why it does that. And it should be going. Okay, there we go. Thanks, D's. I appreciate it, man. Let's see. Hey, you're watching. You work for a retirement home. You get it? Yeah. It's yeah. It's definitely been a long day. Let's see, but some TA on Lucid. Sure. Let me see what's been going on here. Nasdaq down 8%. Yowza, what happened here? Oh, okay. It broke down a while ago. Looked like it tried to surge back up here, and it looks like it just a failed attempt at it. So let me adjust this over here to make it a little bit easier for us as far as Lucid is concerned. Old Fibonacci level. Well, we can still use these Fibonacci levels because it's breaking down below this Fibonacci level right here at about, what is this? $41.85. So I would assume your new low is going to be this 20-day moving average, as well as about $37 or so. So if you wanted to buy some, I would say that's the time to be doing it. For now, let me see what I can find out here. That's probably going to be, that's probably how I'm going to have to adjust this chart. Something more like that, right? So if I was looking to buy a Lucid, I already have Lucid. I bought Lucid a while ago. I bought some, over here at 18. I bought it a while ago over here. when there was rumors about, you know, the acquisition and stuff like that. But I would say as far as this, I wouldn't really be buying it too much unless it comes down a little bit more, but I think this is still a good long-term hold as far as loose is concerned. But right now I'd be looking to buy at a price target of around $36, $37, mostly close, like mostly $37. There we go. Ooh, it looks like Dogecoin's kind of just going boring here for a second as it looks to make a move. There we are. What's right here? Alright, there we go, guys. So far things are looking okay. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm taking it really easy here, guys. My head hurts bad. So it's been a very, very long day. Oh, there somebody's trying to pump up the price a little bit here. So it looks like a lot of this pumping up has been some big players as far as Dogecoin's been concerned. So this is pretty interesting to watch. I think over the last few, let me go over here to CoinMarketCap very fast. Over the last few days, let me see if I can pull out the measurements. Yeah, over the past like 7 days or so, Dogecoin's up about 10% overall. I like that, so let's see if we can get it up to 15, 20, 30% even. That'd be a good way to really finish off this week. We're all looking for something to help us out since Bitcoin's kind of consolidating before making a big move up or big move down here, right? Hey, Taco, hope you're having a good afternoon, my man. Ooh. Put this lumbar support behind my back. Oh, there we go. My shoulders are killing me today. Ooh, there we go. But I got some tea, guys. This tea is it's a mix of Mad Peach, like a really strong peach tea, and it's also a mix of a tea that's really helpful for my throat. It has ginger, cayenne, anything like black anise or something like that, star anise, something like that. So it has a bunch of good stuff in here, which I'm really excited about because I love this stuff because it really helps out my throat. Let's see. Hey, Discount Killer. Hope you guys are all having a good time, guys. It's been a pretty long week, as I told you guys again. But YouTube is a good escape. Especially watching Dogecoin come up here, it really does kind of lift my spirits up here. We haven't seen Dogecoin do this long of an extended run in a bit of time, so it is something nice to see. And it feels like from what I've seen on Twitter, you know, we're not going like back to the parabolic days, but you can tell there is a buzz about Dogecoin on Twitter right now, and that could definitely help amplify, raise these gains, so to speak. So hey, Jordan, definitely some nice candles. Definitely some nice candles right now. Ooh, spicy. Oh my gosh, a lot of cayenne pepper in there. Well, let's look. Because mostly Dogecoin's technicals are such a pain to look at because, you know, there's not going to really be too many good Fibonacci levels here that you could realistically check out. Like one move to the next, maybe up here. Let's see. That support never held. That support never held. So it's always hard finding these key moments for Dogecoin. Is this the right tool? Worked a little bit here, a little bit. You can see a little bit of support right here, even though it didn't really do too much to help it there. A little bit of support here, a little bit of support here. So this is probably the best Fibonacci level we're gonna get. You can see it tried to work out resistance here and so forth. So you can see right now, even though we really don't have any more of a bottom as far as Dogecoin's concerned, our next major level of resistance for Dogecoin, at least by the Fibonacci's, is going to be up here at around 19 cents. And I mean, that's realistic when you think about it. Yeah, that's realistic when you think about it. Look at the 5-minute chart here. Our high over the last few minutes has been about 18 cents. We're pretty darn close to it. Right there, guys. So we're pretty close. So let me go to the 30-minute chart. We've been climbing up pretty darn nicely, and we're going to see how much further this bad boy can go. But you can see we're back to this consolidation zone. I'm hoping we can get up to a different consolidation zone, maybe back over here. You know, when we were close to like 22 cents or so. If we can just get back up to those levels, a lot of pressure will be taken off of Dogecoin. There we go. Hey Nick, what did I miss? Oh, you haven't missed anything. I've had a pretty busy day. I'm taking care of my mom along with my sister today and my family. She's down with me downstairs, and so my most of my day's been kind of dealing with that. I took Loki to the vet today. He got a shot. He wasn't too happy about that. And then I got myself a haircut today, which I haven't had a chance to take a shower just yet because I've been pretty busy. But yeah, things have been overall pretty good. My chest cold is getting worse, so COVID's getting a little worse on me. I'm not entirely sure why, but I decided to drink a lot of tea today. I think that's going to help it out a little bit. If it gets worse, I'm just going to go see a doctor or something like that to make sure it doesn't turn into pneumonia or something crazy like that. Because I know when I cough, it doesn't have that good taste of a normal cough. It has that nasty taste like something infected. So I'm going to take a long shower tonight, breathe in a whole bunch of steam, and hopefully that helps me out. I just want to get rid of this phlegm and get some nasal spray and stuff to clear everything out. So, there's goods and bads of the week, I guess you could say, but that's mostly with me. You guys know I'm always stressed out about something. Let's see. Thinking about adding onto my OXT bag with limit order at 2886. Seemed like a good play. Let me check that out very fast. OXT bag. I'm assuming you're talking about OXT BUSD. Let's go to USD. Okay. So 28. That'd be a good place to start buying some up. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fine for adding onto the bag there. This is something you would want to be holding on to for a while though, and then just make sure the next time it starts to really rumble here, you might want to start scaling out. If you're holding a bag maybe about 50 cents or so, start scaling out to make sure you can really lock in some gains. And by doubling down right now, that'll definitely help you out, but just make sure you aren't doubling down too much. But yeah, I mean, this seems perfectly fine. It's pretty close to that price already. It has these nice huge waves on it. You can almost see a type of pennant up here, right? So I think there's definitely an opportunity there. Now, who knows if this bottom one holds? This one could definitely, wave along a little bit more. But I think the opportunity is there if you wanted to add a little bit more to the bag. Yeah, you can definitely do that. There we go. And let me go back up here. Short-term resistance for Dogecoin here. Okay, there we are. Hey Renee, do I think this is a good time to be buying Bitcoin? If you wanted to buy a lot of altcoins right now, what you would be doing is you'd be taking these small positions into it. Just small positions, and you'd be doing a little bit here every single day or every other day. So you wouldn't be buying like 100% of your position right now. You'd be buying like 5% of your position today, 5% tomorrow, 5% the next day, and so forth. Or you can do 5% every other day to open a position. So you open it up over time. It can help you with some of that risk in case it does fall back down a little bit. So if you're looking at Bitcoin right now, we'll do that right there. Oh, this is not what it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be up here. No, there was a reason that was there. Never mind. And I'll just move it over there. Yeah, if we're looking at Bitcoin here, guys. We got rejected from the Fibonacci level right here. Right, that was the level of resistance. You can see we did not pass through it. This 2-to-1 Ganfan line, it seems like it's pretty much worthless at this moment in time. It was resistance after we broke down a while ago, but now it looks like we're just kind of waving through it. So if I go over here to the 5-minute chart, you guys can see how we're just kind of squiggling on through it. Not much is happening at the moment. So if that's the case, take this 2-to-1 line out of the equation. We have this horizontal line up here as our level of resistance, and we have this purple line right here as our support. And you would assume over the next few days, Bitcoin might even come down here a little bit more. It might do some wave stuff, and then it has a chance to break out, or break down here. Either one could happen. We'll be looking for hopefully a breakout, right? But you'll see that this breakout will happen on a trend line that started from the $69,000 level, and it tapped not back over here like the old one. It's not going to be the December 1st tap or high peak, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be the tap right here on December 27th. And that's how far the line goes on, right? And that's the breakout we're looking for right here. And if we break out right there, that'd be a good strong move to get above the Fibonacci level. And that breakout doesn't have to happen right there. It could happen right here at the same time as the, the Fibonacci and whatnot. We'll see. What I'm thinking of right now is Bitcoin may even break down below this purple line over the next few weeks if this death cross holds up, because you can see we have a death cross today. That may cause us to kind of consolidate a little bit longer, then try to wait for the 50-day moving average to come down close enough before we make a big pop. So that may take an extra 2 weeks or so. But I think at this moment in time, I'm starting to get a little bit more confident about Bitcoin. We really have to stay above that $39,600 level. That's really going to be the key to keep us going here, guys. But if you were to buy Bitcoin or a lot of altcoins right now, I would say the best thing you can do, unless it's something like an FTM or something that's been kind of pumping up by itself over the past few days, I would start to slowly open a position, and that position would be opened up over a period of like a week or so, and then from there have a decent stop loss either at the $39,600 level for Bitcoin or whatever stop loss you guys feel you guys want to have. If you were to have a stop loss on Bitcoin in particular, and let's say that stop loss was the neckline, you're risking about 7% at the moment, right? So, but if you just wait a little bit longer, or you wait a couple days and maybe it takes a little bit more of a dip, maybe that turns down to like 5.5% stop loss. So, take your time to buy some up here. But yeah, if you wanted to start buying Bitcoin, you guys wanted to start opening positions as a possible swing trade where you hold it for a couple weeks, this would be a decent time. Now, I bought some of my positions down here and down here. And that's only because I wanted to see if we would have a nice bounce off of this. And so far we've had an okay bounce. It could still turn into a great bounce, but that might take a few more days for us to try to break out above this Fibonacci level here. But, I'm open to it. And I still think at these prices over here, it's still a decent opportunity to be buying in. But again, personally, I like spreading them out a little bit unless you're really buying at a very low price point. Like, at really close to support level. Excuse me. There we go. Let me take a sip of tea, guys. Cheers. Oh, geez, that's spicy. That's exactly what I need, though. I need to get better. That'll do the trick. Hey, Nick, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I'm hoping things can get better. I'm hoping they can get better. But I'm stressed. I need a vacation. I need to go do something with my dog out in the wilderness. I need to go camping for a week and just be alone and just I don't even know what you want to call it. Go on a little, not a hiking trip, a little walking trip. I don't feel like hiking, but walking around, just kind of enjoying nature, away from my phone, and just kind of breathing the fresh air. I haven't had one of those moments since I went over to Philadelphia to visit some friends for my friend's wedding. I don't usually do much stuff. I don't really have many friends out here on the West Coast. So when I get a chance to go hang out with friends on the East Coast, so they come out here, I really do enjoy. I enjoy taking that the opportunity to kind of escape life and whatnot. And this reminds you of the first big boom last year. That big boom with Dogecoin last year was definitely crazy. I mean, like let's look at that from a while ago. Right. This was all the way back January of 2020, and you guys remember seeing that big boom where we just had these huge flags come up. And these flags back in the day, as far as Dogecoin is concerned, 200% mega flags like that. Another big one up here. This is probably another 200% or something close to it. Oh, never mind, 1,000% gains. And then we consolidated for a little bit of time. Trying to think, because I remember I bought my Dogecoin way back over here, so it was back in 2020. I wish I could have got it way down here. Oh my god, imagine the gains there. But it's had a big flag. It's consolidated a little bit. I'm hoping we start to see a little bit more of a reversal here to really start pumping this bad boy up. That'd really make a lot of people have a good day here. But we gotta wait for Bitcoin to start turning around here. And we have to have some stop limits for Dogecoin as well in case it just does continue to fall down here, right? But for now, I'm happy with Dogecoin, so let's make the most money we can out of this sucker. Just like we did with SHIB. Bitcoin made some money off of there. ADA made some money off of there. STMX has been kind of fun making money off of that one. Oh, DOT's doing well today actually, and FTM's been doing well over the last few days. Nice little pump, and now it's, you know, what happened? It hit resistance and now it's falling back down. So a lot of this stuff you can see coming forward, but if we have a breakout, you could buy a small position on FTM, but you'd really have to a small position here, see how it reacts to this all-time high level. Then if it manages to break above that, then you can really strike hard and make a lot of money by going heavy on that position. But that'd be a short-term trade added onto a swing trade here. So that's how you have to play that one. But there's definitely going to be opportunities for you making money here, especially if Bitcoin can just freaking hold. If Bitcoin holds, guys, now I'm not talking about doing anything parabolic, just manages to hold and maybe go back up to 44,000, you know, someone in that swing zone, that'll really help us out as far as altcoins, because I'll give people that, you know, that want to actively just day trade and start pumping everything up, that'll give them a very good good opportunity to do so. You know, you guys know I'm on Discord a little bit. I need to spend more time on my my Discord page, but COVID has kicked my butt. I can barely breathe. But I've been getting a lot of spam messages on Discord. Maybe you guys have too, about people with all these random crypto pump pages where it's like a Discord page, but what they do is they pump up coins, right? And so, of course, the people that own the channel are going to be the ones, like, they buy the coins first and they let everybody else pump the price up and they sell, right? But I've seen so many of those out there that I think those channels, they really time everything up for moments that are, you know, where everything looks green or at least stable. It's very hard to pump a coin when the market looks very, very red, because, you know, you may pump it, but then everybody else is just going to start shorting it down. Let's see. Hey, VJ, I'm doing okay. Could be better, but I'm doing okay. Hey, Adam. On Tesla, did you see that screenshot of the purchase screen with the Doge option? It went on Twitter like 5 hours ago. I have not seen it, guys. I have been slammed with stuff today. I was taking a nap up until half an hour ago. My head is like weird throbbing right now. Let me see. Hey, Justin, check SHIB Twitter. Yeah, let me put up the good old Twitterverse. Twitter. SHIB. I'll do good old SHIB and Twitter. All right, hold on to it, guys. Oh. CoinMarketCap's in trouble. Let's see what's going on here. Let me pour some more tea very fast so my throat can get a little bit better. And let's see what's going on over here. So please be aware that CoinMarketCap.com has knowingly listed 3 fake contract addresses for SHIB. None of these 3 addresses, BEP20, Solana, or Terra, are valid. SHIB addresses are unsafe to use. Do not interact with these contracts. Do not purchase SHIB from these addresses, as your funds will be irreversibly lost. CoinMarketCap has refused to communicate with the SHIB team on updates to the token page and will willingly allow malicious actors to vandalize our listing. The defense team at Shiba Inu is extraordinarily disappointed by the lack of professionalism demonstrated by CoinMarketCap.com, a supposed pillar of integrity in the crypto community. We are in contact with the CoinMarketCap to have their mistake corrected promptly. Yowza. At this time, we have the SHIB to act calm, professional. Our team has already submitted the inquiries about the 3 erroneous contracts in regards to SHIB at CoinMarketCap.com. We're waiting a response. So let's open up CoinMarketCap.com very fast and see if they're getting spammed. So let's go right here. Let's see what we got. All right, I'll go here. There's somebody talking about it. Not much activity on it. A bunch of weird messages like this. Yeah, so you are going to see a lot of weird stuff happening right now. Let me go over here to CoinMarketCap. And let's go over here to the good old SHIB. Because maybe they've already fixed it. Oh, SHIB is down 6%. Hold on a second here. Oh, wait, let me look at this first. Please note that the non-ETF contract addresses on this page are wormhole addresses, which are designed to facilitate cross-chain transactions of wrapped versions of this asset. Oh, so there's, I don't even know. So there's probably a communication error going on right now, but it looks like that really caused a lot of panic. So let me look at some of these contracts. BEP20, Solana, Terra, yep, those are the ones right there. Maintenance in progress. Huh. All right, we'll keep an eye on it. I mean, if anything, it probably gives you a good buying opportunity to get into SHIB, if you ask me. So let me X out of this stuff very fast. I'll put it on Twitter in a few seconds to go look at Dogecoin stuff. Let me just open up SHIB, as SHIB seems to be, where is SHIB at? It wasn't too hard of a hit when you consider it got rejected from the level of resistance, and it got rejected from the 20-day moving average. So I would say this is still an okay opportunity if you wanted to buy some SHIB for maybe a quick rebound here. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be fixed up soon. But the way I'm looking at this, 515, this thing is geared for a nice short-term pop here. How high it goes, I don't know, but SHIB is geared for a nice little reversal here where we should have a pop back up, maybe to like 3046 out, somewhere around here. Let me see where this might take us though. That's only 2%. So, you know, it might give you a little bit here. I would definitely take a small position on it, but don't feel like you need to on this one, because there's a lot of news, and that maybe something like another bad piece of news comes out that could cause this thing to drop back down to, you know, around here, about 2848. Be aware of that, but yeah, gotta be careful with stuff like that. SHIB news can be very, very scary, I guess. So, nothing around here. Excuse me, guys. Oh my God. Gotta love tea, right? All right. Hey, D's. Let's see. Hey, Ken. Hey, Dozilla. Happy to see you back, man. Let's see. I really hope we can see some of those spike levels as well, guys. It'll be definitely a good time here. Michael Oatman, investing. Get the Tesla screenshot. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Let me look at that. Look that up for you. So I should probably just type in Tesla, I guess. Tesla Doge, maybe. So breaking the backend for Tesla Doge payments is now active. Everyone can see it in the following link that was generated after clicking to purchase with Doge. There we go. Scan the QR code or copy and paste this address into your desired Dogecoin wallet. You have 28 minutes and 50 seconds or something like that. Starting on 1/14/22, yeah, whatever, to complete the payment before this Dogecoin amount expires, as indicated in the countdown. I mean, that's pretty cool. Doge address takes you right to the USD amount, and Doge. Additional network and miner fees are included, of course. By proceeding, you represent that the owner of the Dogecoin wallet from which the payment is being made is the same person as either the Tesla account holder or the vehicle registrant. That is pretty interesting as well. That little bottom thing, that's pretty interesting to read. After submitting this payment, you'll be redirected to, in approximately 1 minute. We will email you to confirm that your Dogecoin payment has been initiated, and once again, it will have settled. So, Tesla is at sole discretionary, may cancel your order, yada. I would like to see if they can find a way for, like, maybe Tesla teams up with the Starbucks, or maybe Tesla teams up with some drive-through service, McDonald's, Burger King, who knows what it may be. If they can team up with them and not make it an exclusive deal, but just make a deal with them, and then, you know, let's say you have McDonald's or something like that, you pay with that McDonald's using Dogecoin, right? And they somehow there's a way for you to get something scanned, and the money just gets transferred right over. I'd be really excited to see that as far as Dogecoin's concerned. Oh, and you can see right here, the back end data looks like there's some stuff going on here. So Dogecoin's involved now. I mean, these people are looking really hard for this information, guys. This is like somebody is searching for this stuff. You just gotta pay $65,000 to do it. Whoosh, that's an expensive car, but I mean, it's nice to see it. So, oh, this is in the plaid. That's why the plaid. Okay, so Dogecoin is making progress. That is nice to see. And Elon is making some good progress there as well. I'm wishing he would tweet a little bit more about Dogecoin, but he's probably under some scrutiny by the SEC or something like that. Hey, Ghost Rider, happy to see you. Happy to see you. Yeah, and if you guys can, please consider liking the video, and subscribing. It really does help out the channel, like it really does. And hey, Justin, you hate the scammers? Yeah, it definitely. There's a lot of scammers when it comes to crypto channels in general. A lot of the comments you guys see on my regular day-to-day posted videos, half of them, even like 75% of all the comments are spam. They usually start off as a paragraph saying, "I really enjoyed your content, man, but I think about this like this," and then you'll see some person commenting below, "Wow, that's great. Where did you learn that from?" And then they'll say, "I learned that from so and so. You should check him out. He's great. Here's his Telegram number." And then yeah, they just try to get you to sucker in like that. People fall for it every now and again, so there's a reason why they do it, but it's just so hard to manage. Let's see. That's right here. Hey Virgil, Harmony. Yeah, let me go. I know it's just one here. How has this one been doing here? Let me go to crypto. It was a nice breakout, held over the trend line afterwards. Look at that, beautifully, and then it popped. So this is a pretty nice one. I would say if you want to buy this one, I would wait a little bit longer. If you guys already have a position, don't feel like you need to do anything else. You guys are doing just fine here, especially if you bought the breakout. If you're looking at Harmony, that's your level of resistance for Harmony right now. Pretty darn close. If you can pop above 38 cents, it'd be a great opportunity to buy. I mean, even right now, you can really buy if you wanted to. I would just have a stop loss somewhere around here at like 34 cents or so. So stop loss would be about, 6-7%. And then if it does break out, I mean, you could have a nice price target of maybe like 45 cents since it's going to have a pretty big surge, especially if Bitcoin's looking okay. And let's just say it gets up to 45 cents. A nice surge from breaking all-time highs. If it goes to 45 cents, you're looking at about a 25% profit right there. So the risk reward is definitely there, right? So this is looking pretty snazzy. I think Harmony 1 is a good play. Personally, I'm just gonna wait for it to break all-time highs. What most likely happens in these circumstances, let me go to the 15-minute chart, is it breaks out, right? I've told you guys this a couple times now, but breaks out, you think it's gonna go moon high, it ends up dropping back down, consolidates, and then it starts chugging up. It may even take 1 or 2 tries, to really break out, but whenever it does end up breaking out, it'll fall back down, and that's where you strike, fish on, and that's where you start to really make a take full effect of that rally, or take full advantage of that rally, excuse me. There we go. Waiting for Dogecoin to do something like that with this 18.5 move. But this level of resistance that Dogecoin's looking at right now isn't too heavy. Dogecoin can definitely get to like 19 cents in the next few hours. Hey Cody, I would really appreciate it if Elon would definitely able to give us some supporting tweets as far as Dogecoin's concerned. And hey Jacardo, so what needs to happen for Doge to kind of rip off? Whales pushing it, and it's good news. 2 things. Good news can happen with a few different things happening this year, like the space launch and this Tesla news that we've been hearing about. But we really need whales to really push this sucker up, so much to the point that every investor and their like mom, dad, grandma, whoever can really push, like they're going to put money into it, and the market cap will start to soar again. So that's what has to happen. It's a pretty big ask, right? The good news, we got the good news right now. What we need is the whales to really pump this sucker up, and they've been buying a little bit here and there, but it's nowhere near the same volume that we saw back in early like Q1 2021, right? So if we go back over here, look at the day chart, let's squeeze, there we go. See how much volume we had way back then? I mean, it was intense volume. And this was, this was January 27th, 2021, that big initial pop. Then the final pop way out here where we went up from 5 cents all the way up to 75 cents. You see that much volume right there? We're kind of in the itty bitty volume range right now, and we're gonna need some good volume here over the next few weeks in order to really pump us up. But I mean, when this stuff started to happen here, let's see right here. What is this? January 28th. I go a 5-minute chart. January 28th. Nope, I don't think I can actually do it. Yeah, I can't scroll back all that way, but you would see when that actually happened, it was just a massive boost of volume that dwarfed everything else that you had seen previously in Dogecoin. So that's something we would like to see. We don't need it, but it's something we would definitely like to see to help us out here. Dogecoin is something that a lot of people like. People still own quite a bit of it, but they really want to see. Everybody's just waiting for some type of thing to really start boosting this up. And when that happens, you're going to see people say Dogecoin, 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 Dogecoin ranking #1 on Twitter. Everybody going crazy. People like putting a whole bunch of money into it, more money than they should. But because everybody has a little bit of greed in their heart, they'll do it, right? That's on the Doge 1 rocket launch. I mean, I think it'll be cool. I think Doge may have a big boost off of it. I'm excited to see how the chart looks, but the chart will be the chart will have to look pretty decent in order for that launch to have a good a positive effect on it, right? We can't have Bitcoin in a very bearish market, Dogecoin really low, and then expect a rocket ship to take it off, to make it moon. We really need to have Bitcoin in a good spot, Dogecoin looking okay, and then whales just come on to really push us off from there. Excuse me. Hey Bobby, Doge Elon, I don't know if anything's crazy happened to it yet. I know it went down a little bit yesterday. Yeah. Got rejected from the 20-day moving average, fell down below the 50 moving average. It seems to be in a nice consolidation pattern right now. I would say your bottom here or your level of support is going to be right around here at about 1107 as the last 4 digits, somewhere in there. And that's why I'd be looking to buy it. You do have a little bit of resistance and support around here. Maybe you can buy at 1237, maybe out there. But I mean, I think this is good enough where if you just want to buy and hold, that's probably the best way to play this, is just buy and hold this sucker. Because if you go over here to coin market cap, excuse me. Oh, sorry, someone's trying to call me very fast. Doge Lord Mars right here. You see, has a market cap of 708 million. That's nowhere near the tens of billions that you see with some of these other cryptos. So this really does have another leg to go up here. You're gonna probably see this take a move up in the future here. So I would say just a good hold, nothing more, just some buy and hold, and that's how I'd be treating this at the moment, at least. Oh, they have little chats nowadays. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's new. I haven't seen that before. All right. Right here, 5. Oh, let's go back to the second chart for this one right here. There we go. First crypto in space. I mean, it'll create a lot of hype, but I don't know if it's going to affect the charts all too much. We really need whales to help us out as far as Dogecoin is concerned. We really need a big pump coming out of Dogecoin. When it happens, everybody will be really happy, but who knows how long that's really going to take at this point. Let's see. Hey Bobby, give this video more likes. I appreciate it. If you guys could like the video, I would really much appreciate that. But I know, guys, there are a lot of you guys that don't even you guys just look at my charts. I know a lot of you guys don't even speak English sometimes. Well, not a lot of you, but there are some of you guys that don't speak English. So I do appreciate every time you guys do give the thumbs up button. I really do appreciate it. And yes, the spammers all do use the same exact script. It's so obvious. I don't know why YouTube allows them to get away with it, but I think YouTube has a lot of trouble keeping up with all the spam. There is way too many coins in the market. All that money is kind of just getting split up amongst a bunch of coins, especially when Dogecoin boomed. Everybody wanted to get in, rightfully so, at the beginning of a major project. Now, a lot of people lost money. You've heard a whole bunch of stories of people getting rugged and scammed and stuff like that. But everybody wants to get on a enter a project at the ground level, because if the market cap is like $30 million, $40 million, or maybe even a few $100,000, if it really takes off, that's where that life-changing money can go into effect. Dogecoin can give you pretty good money, but it's not going to give you life-changing money. Bitcoin can give you money, but it's, at least not as far as short term, it's not going to make you, or medium term, it's not going to make you life-changing money. Same with Ethereum, SHIB, and a whole bunch of other coins. It's not going to be as much of life-changing money. The way you're going to be making bank on these coins is by trading with leverage, or just buying and holding with a large chunk of cash and riding that massive wave up and selling everything at a certain point. But that requires a lot of discipline on your part to make sure, like, hey, I'm up 100%, I'm up 200%. I'm okay if I sell half of my position here and I'll ride out the rest of it, but I really need to lock in some of these gains. Something that new traders don't do too often is they for some reason, they just refuse to lock in gains. When you guys are trading, there's a little, it depends on what platform you guys are. I use BitGet. But if you look at the screen on the right-hand side, you have unrealized gains and you have realized gains. Realized gains occur once you've actually closed a portion of that position or all of that position. Unrealized gains are if you haven't closed the position at all, and that's all you have. Like, you're up a couple $100 on the trade, but since you haven't sold or closed any portion of that trade, you haven't really locked in any of that money. Just like how people say you haven't lost money until you sell. Well, you haven't made money until you sell also, right? You don't hear too many people say that type of phrase. Let's see. Hey, Christopher, CRV looks like it's about to pop. Let me take a quick peek at it. CRV, oops. Well, that's what's fine too. CRV had a nice breakout a while ago. That was a nice trade. As far as what I'm looking at right now, something like that. Okay. Yeah, it's in a nice consolidation phase right now. I think if this thing can get back up towards $6, I'd be happy with this play right now. Old level of resistance down here as well. It still has a little bit of resistance and support for support. Yeah. Okay, resistance and support. Okay. I think CRV is fine. I would look to buy it a little bit cheaper if I could, but I still think this is a good hold, and it keeps on grinding up here at a pretty nice pace. So this is definitely something you could kind of latch some money onto and hope for a pop somewhere down the line. And if you guys do want to ever get into those low market cap coins, the ones that are pretty cheap, you have different options. If you guys don't want to pay Ethereum gas fees, you can go on to exchanges like KuCoin and BitGet. I have a link for BitGet down below, but like you can find coins down there. Well, let me just use the BGB token because I like that token. I've been buying that up since it was at $30 million market cap. I told you guys about this token a long time ago. It was like, it's months ago now. I think it's back in September. Yeah, September. When we go back over here to year, you'll see back in September, way over here, market cap was about, they don't have the market cap like that. Shucks. Maybe if I go 3 months. Nope, they don't have a market cap. Okay. Well, the price back then was about, year. The price back then was around, well, I guess I got back from the wedding, so it was anywhere between 7 cents and 6 cents, somewhere in that range. Right now it's at 12 cents, so I'm up about 100% on my trade, a little bit more than that. And so I've been pretty happy with this. I told you guys about it when the market cap was like a $33 million market cap or something close to that. And right now you can see it's about $63 million market cap. So this is something I'm holding for a long period of time because I want this to turn into, like, I don't know if it is going to turn, but so far it's been productive. I want it to be something like a BNB, right? So where I can, it has a massive market cap. Now, do I expect it to be ranked number 3 on the coin market cap? No. But if it can get to the top 50, I will have made a good amount of money on it. And that's what I'm looking for here. So if you look at the market cap for BNB, let me go to all, way back over here, the market cap was about $10 million, right? And you see how long you would have had to hold for that really big boom to occur. Excuse me. So, of course, it'll probably be a little bit faster for a boom here, but you can really see if you buy right here and you just kind of hold and wait, and it's something that can be like very useful, then that's going to be really helpful. I like buying a lot of coins that are related to exchanges, because as long as the exchange stays alive, which most of the time they do, I don't really know too many exchanges unless they're dubious actors that really get delisted and whatnot. They really do have great they really are great long-term holds, and I feel like they're less high risk. There's a lower risk involved with betting on a coin that at a low market cap, like a very low market cap, when it's around an exchange, especially before the big news has came out. One of my viewers, Monica, she's gone in heavy with BitGet like I have, and we've kind of just been holding around. We've been enjoying the returns. We're waiting for them to tell us that we're allowed to stake it. We're waiting for news on that front. And then once they tell us that we're staking it, we can just stake it and make some money just for holding it, right? But, patiently just waiting to see how all of that comes to fruition. But you guys don't have to buy that coin. That's just something I got a while back. But there's a lot of opportunities. But you guys, in order to get those really good plays that could go parabolic for you, right? For instance, if you go over here, let's look at Dogecoin. Let me take a sip of my tea very fast. Market cap, all. So you'll see all the way back when Dogecoin was like, on, what do you call it? When Dogecoin was on, Robinhood, when it was a very early age back in 2020, not too long ago, the market cap was already at $352 million, already at that high of a level. If you wanted Dogecoin a long time ago and want the same, like a really good price, you would have had to buy it in 2016. That's a long time ago, right? So it's nice to get the coins on this, the cheapen, and a lot of exchanges these days will have possibilities for you guys to buy coins at very cheap rates. So if you guys wanted to find coins like the very cheap ones, like a Dogecoin or something like that, one of the things you're going to have to do here is to not look at the coins on the first page of CoinMarketCap. You're going to have to kind of migrate over here to maybe page 5. All right. Then you can see we're at market cap of about 115 million. But as we kind of scroll down here, we'll get down below 100 million. You see 85, 70s, right? So we're getting close there. Troy, you can see what's going on. You can take a look how these been performing over the past few weeks. Car looks okay. It had a big drop a while ago, but it looks like it's trying to recover here. Let's go a couple more. All right, market cap 50 million. Let's take a look. And all you're doing is just looking at the charts and just seeing how things are doing. See if anything's been pretty green consistently, like this right here. Stack. Whatever this is, it's $50 million market cap. Let's open it up and see what it is. Stack. So it's up 2% today, not much. It's on a bunch of watch lists. It's ranked 614. Market cap is only $50 million, or $48 million. That's cheaper market cap than the coin I just showed you a few minutes ago. And let's just go to an all. And we can see this price used to be about 2 cents. It got up to a high of about 34 cents. And now it's kind of in the middle of a surge right now, back up here towards 13 cents. So if you wanted to buy some of this and hold it for a long period of time, this actually kind of makes sense. I don't know, you would look at the website, see why they're doing okay. But just by looking at this chart here, look at this. Which one is? They've been doing pretty well over the past few months and consistently doing up overall. The last 90 days, they're still up 282%. Year to date, 42%. So you see all this red here? This is something that has momentum, and you can catch on to that momentum as time rolls on. And you could always sell this whenever you want to. You don't have to hold this for a long period of time. But this is a play. You check out the website. No code application deployment, hassle-free, decentralized, enterprise grade. I mean, that seems pretty cool. You can buy it, you can stick it, you can deploy it, whatever. So you can actually use it in the world, which is kind of nice. So that's one thing right there. Now let's just go back over here, go back to this other chart. Let's exit out of here. And look at this one. This one caught my eye too. Stos. Up. Everything was looking pretty darn good. This has only $47 million market cap. This could be something you put some money into. And then if you guys like it, you guys see the charts and whatnot, you see year to date or just all, you see what's been happening here. This looks like a good play, at least from a technical point of view. I'd buy some of this. Then you have to scroll down here and you have to go down to the bottom of CoinMarketCap and you click on see all markets and you see how can you buy this coin here. Those you can find it on Gate.io, Uniswap, another Uniswap, Mex, Ascendex, BKEX, Who, and ZT. So if you don't have those, maybe you just look for another coin, right? But a lot of times it can be nice to you're hoping that you can find the coin on your own exchange, right? The best chance you guys are going to have to find some of these low market cap coins, because they are a little bit more risky, is you're going to be looking to find them on KuCoin and BitGet. I have a link down below for BitGet if you guys want to try that one. KuCoin's a good second. I just like the fact that BitGet lets me use a little bit more leverage while I'm trading altcoins. But if you guys don't use leverage, it doesn't matter which one you choose. Unless you want to do paper trading. In fact, if you guys want to practice trading with fake money, and like test out theories and stuff like that, BitGet is probably my choice for that one. But KuCoin is good in its own right. Like, it really is a good platform too. But there you go. So that's one way you guys can find some coins like that before they go parabolic and stuff like that. But you have to buy it. You just kind of have to wait, and then you have to just hope that one of the things, like one of your coins that you did hit, like it really does run up, and that's the life-changing money that you're gonna be hoping for. That's the life-changing money I'm hoping for, right? Let's see. Hey Jason, support for Doge. There's gonna be a few ones, but if you're looking at just this old trend line right here, it's gonna be somewhere around to about 16.5 cents right now. Oh, excuse me. Hey, just you need Ethereum Classic to pop off. I know a lot of people that have been waiting for Ethereum Classic to pop off. Let's hope for it. I mean, maybe if Ethereum hits all-time highs again later on, because I remember back in the day, Ethereum Classic was, was hitting upwards of almost $200 or so. Robinhood, it was going crazy in Robinhood. So, hopefully that can come to fruition there. Let's see. Yeah, no worries, Christopher. Let's see. Hey, Gus, do you think it's on its way to test 22? I mean, it feels like it, but I would say short-term resistance, I want to see a breakthrough first, is 19 cents. And I needed to break through that as well, because, remember, Bitcoin may just be kind of steadying down here and maybe consolidating for a little bit longer for a breakout over the next few days. We want to see Dogecoin continue to move up here, even if Bitcoin is just kind of going stagnant at the moment, even if Bitcoin is just consolidating. That's going to be a really, really big challenge for Dogecoin. Now, we have some good news that's been kind of pumping us up, bit by bit, but we're going to need something to really take us off if we want to get back up into those good 20-cent levels again, maybe even upwards to 25 cents. Let's see. Hey, Jamie. So I like the partnership a lot. I opened up the Twitter stuff a while back, and I think it's really good news for Tesla. Let me go right here. So, it's in the vehicle's code now. So now you're going to be able to, in theory, use Tesla cars to transfer crypto, particularly Doge, to different wallets. That's going to be really nice. That's going to be a great partnership. And I think it's going to be the first step of, maybe there'll be a technology in the future where electronic cars can just pay McDonald's, pay Starbucks just remotely by just transferring Dogecoin over, right? So maybe the Tesla sends a signal to the McDonald's register, whatever, and then boom, the Dogecoin's transferred. Something like that could be very, very cool. As far as why a Dogecoin can't be $500, it's to deal with the market cap involved. So right now the market cap for Dogecoin is already pretty high. Not as high as it was back in the day, but it's about like $25 billion or so. Let me see if I can find the exact number. That way I don't spew anything that's not accurate. But yeah, about $23 billion, okay? It used to be all the way up there. Let me see if I can find it out here. Market cap, it used to be all the way up here at about, fine, I'll have to go there. There you go. $88 billion. $88 billion market cap. So, even with that much money, $88 billion market cap, it only got up to like 75 cents or so. And there's just not enough money in the world right now. There is enough money, but there would have to be so many people invested in Dogecoin for it to actually have an effect. And part of Dogecoin is they have an unlimited supply of coins. If they can get rid of that unlimited supply, then people could keep on buying and buying and buying and buying. But if nobody buys Dogecoin, it'll naturally just go down because the supply keeps on increasing while the demand may be fluctuating up and down, so to speak. Or even if the demand is neutral, and the supply keeps on increasing, the price will naturally fall down because of that. Nice to see you back, Jamie, as well. Hey, Bobby, real glad to see you doing okay. Yeah, I've been better, to be honest, but you know what? It's just one of those things you kind of have to get through. Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm hoping that, you know, I work really hard on YouTube and do some more trading and stuff like that. It'll pay off in my 30s and I'll be able to relax a little bit. 20s have been pretty hectic, if I do say so myself. But I'm hoping after the 20s are over, life is good. I'll have the capital to do whatever I want to. I can move the whole family down to some Caribbean island or something like that, and everybody can live at a very cheap rate and just be happy. I was looking at Puerto Rico the other day, not because I want to move down there, just because I was watching Fox Business, and they were talking about how if you live in Puerto Rico, you don't pay income taxes, or you don't pay capital gains taxes on crypto. And I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. That's really interesting right there. You know, now you'd have to find a really good place in Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico is really not too big of an island. So it'd be really hard. But I just think about things like that. I'm like, oh, wow, that's pretty interesting to see that there's parts of the world out there, they just want you to spend the money you have on like food, going out, stimulating the economy. And they don't really care about the tax dollars because they get the tax dollars from the restaurants and the stores and the boutiques and stuff like that. But I thought about it for a second. I was like, I wonder if I can move to Puerto Rico. Now, I'm not going to move to Puerto Rico because it's too hot all the time. But, you know, if one day my mom wanted to get out of the United States to live a cheaper cost of living, I could pay for her to get down there. I could pay for my sister to have a little unit down there if she ever wanted to visit. I could have a place down there. And it's stuff like that. That'd be pretty nice. Let's see. What's right here? Hey, Deepak. Happy to see you back from India, my man. Hope you're doing well. Hey Riley, what do you think about the metaverse tokens and coins that are kind of doing their own thing outside of the Bitcoin trend, or still mostly attached? They've kind of gotten attached a little bit more to Bitcoin after the big boom, but I made a lot of money off of those runs here. I put it mostly into savings. Well, let me take a sip of tea here. I got really bad breath right now. I can feel like the chest infection. You know when you get like bronchitis or something like that, you cough up and the taste of the cough is nasty. So I got some really strong ginger tea right here to help me out with cayenne pepper and stuff. Ooh. But hold on. Let me read that question up. Oh yeah, as far as those coins, I think they're going to be good. I really want to ride the waves of that one. One of the coins I bought a few weeks ago now was the UFO coin. That was something I've really been liking. Here, I've been buying up a bunch of coins. Part of the reason I've been buying up a bunch of them is because, okay, here, let me go over here to BitGet. Let me go to Spot. Let's see. I don't have any money in my Spot account right now. It's all in futures, but if I go over here and I go to USD Metaverse, I can get all these coins right here, right? And I don't have to pay any Ethereum gas fees. And some of these coins have very small market cap. So if I go over here to coin market cap very fast, and let me just pull up some of these coins, because some of these of course have higher market caps, like Sand is a massive market cap. But if I go something right here to UFO, it has a larger market cap, but not as large. So UFO Gaming, that market cap is $415 million, and you can, I bought it a few weeks ago, right? So I bought it right around here. You know, it's gone down a little bit. I'm fine with that. I'm holding for a long-term process here. Metaverse, I think, is gonna be a big thing, especially because I've been noticing the media has been getting really attached to the metaverse, right? Let's see, Polk is another one. Polk, I think, is I don't know. I don't actually know the market cap of Polk. For what, like $4 million market cap here? So tiny market cap. Market cap. Oh, it does. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it doesn't even have the data right there. So Polk City, you know, $4 million market cap. A lot of times you might have to pay like $100 or $200 in gas fees just to buy something like that. But since it's on Coin Market Cap, you know, I'm able to buy it here for a really cheap rate. Now there's, what is it? Sin is down 7% today, whatever Sin is. Let me see if I can find it here. What's this market cap? $16 million market cap. All right. So there's lots of opportunities to buy cheap coins, and that's one of the reasons I like BitGet so much. A lot of other exchanges might be a little strict about allowing lower market cap coins on their platform, which can lead to problems. It can lead to problems. It really can. But being an investor, I assume that risk on my own, and I'm like, hey, I know by buying a coin that's a very low market cap, I know it could fail, but if it goes parabolic, it would have been worth that $50 investment, that $200 investment. Because let's say you get lucky and something booms over like a few years, 10,000%, right? That's a pretty solid boom. You saw Dogecoin go up like much more than that. You saw a lot of coins go much more than that, but it's a simple boom. You get lucky, you hit the right one, you find a good project, 10,000%. Let me see if I could go here, and let me see if I can do a calculator thing. Percentage increase calculator. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so again, let's say you put $100 into something, right? $100. Sometimes you guys put $1,000 in, crazy amounts. I'm just gonna go with something very conservative, $100. Okay, if the increase is by 10,000%, right? You turn $100 into $10,000, right? So you might not think that's life-changing money, but that is a lot of money, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you put $100 away in a coin and you just leave it there as an investment. That can make you some good money. Now, let's say you popped in. I'm not going to do $1,000 because I really think $1,000 is like a crazy amount of money. Let's say, like, you know, with Dogecoin, I put $300 into Dogecoin. Right? All right, and your final value with that would be about $30,000. And you can see how each $100 it really does make a difference because the increase is so wild. But that is why people will put so much money down into some of those smaller coins. I know some guy, I talk to him on Telegram every now and again. He put $20,000 on a low market cap coin. Okay, now he's up like 50% right now. Pretty crazy, pretty impressive if you ask me. But you know, that's pretty crazy. But just imagine if that coin that he's holding ever went parabolic. So $20,000, right? He'd be a millionaire at that point. And that's where you can start to see some crazy stuff there. But, you know, of course, Dogecoin went up like 20,000%. So you can see how crazy stuff can be. Now, I am not going to tell you guys to invest that much money in anything. I would say $100 to $200, maybe like $100 to $300 is something realistic. If you guys definitely make more money than other people, you guys have like a corporate job paying over 6 figures, and yet somehow you don't live in a very expensive apartment unit or a house, you guys can definitely start putting a lot more money into these crypto plays. But, you know, if you're everyday Joe making $15 minimum wage an hour downtown Seattle, you know, $100 a month on a speculative crypto can do you a lot of good. But it's not as easy as just, hey, this crypto looks okay, let me buy it. You got to do a little bit of research on it, and that's what a lot of people don't do. One of the reasons I actually bought Dogecoin was not so much about research, which was me being a little bit stupid, but it was because I was like, this is a very low market cap coin on Robinhood. It's only a matter of time before this thing goes parabolic. So that was kind of my mindset going into Dogecoin. Hey, Probin, let's see. Hey, Neil. Dogecoin can definitely come back down lower a little bit. I'm just holding mine right now. I want to see if it's just going to consolidate and kind of boost back up, consolidate, boost back up or so. But yeah, if you guys watched my Dogecoin technical analysis video this morning, I encourage you guys to take profits as you guys see fit. Don't feel like you have to hold your entire Dogecoin position throughout this whole run. If you guys want to take some off and take some profits, feel free to do so. Neil, yeah, exactly. You made a profit, you can definitely buy back in low over time. We'll see what's happening right here. A lot of big investors live there for tax haven. Yeah, nothing wrong with a tax haven, guys. Tax havens are nice. And remember, all you have to do is live in Puerto Rico for more than half the year. just half the year. So if you want to live in the, somewhere colder, like if I want to live in Washington State half the year and half the year in Puerto Rico, no taxes, baby. Let's see right here. Hey gamers, as far as Robinhood's market cap or price, I mean, it could get all the way to 25 cents if Robinhood will announce the wallets and stuff like that. That could be a really good move for them. It could help out crypto in general. So I would say it's a really good move. It could possibly pop it up to 25 cents. Hey, Proven, I still have no idea how to do those commands. I looked at the link you sent me and I still couldn't figure it out. I am really dumb as far as it comes to coding. If anybody wants to help me out, I'll probably say message me on Discord and I'll get to you tomorrow as far as helping me set up commands for Nightbot, because I'm really trying to figure out how to do it. And I have no idea what I'm doing as far as commands for Nightbot. Because if you guys have any questions about anything, I'd love to figure out a way for Nightbot to tell you guys what's going on, but my brain is not comprehending anything. I think it's also because I have a little bit of brain fog from COVID, and I'm also not getting much sleep because I've been coughing most nights. So once I get all the way better, my mind should be at full speed, so to speak. But for now, my brain is just, I think I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. It was brutal. I tried to take a nap today and I didn't work out too well. And so Loki kept on waking me up and he was looking at me and stuff. So it'll get better eventually. Let's see. Hey, people, can I check the Nightbot command to edit commands? Yeah. Right here. Right. Commands. No commands here. It looks like I'd have to add some here. What I'd have to do is go. Oh, I'm not actually logged in here. So there's no commands here, right? What I'd have to do is I'd actually just have to type in the Nightbot website and go a different way. Right here, there we go. Commands, custom, default. There's a couple right here. Allows you to make a straw poll, regular songs. I don't have the music set up for this one. I don't have the music set up for this one just because for the other stream, I would have to have those songs on the server that's in Canada that I rent out, and I don't know how to do that just yet. Shows the stream title and allows moderators to modify it. Oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff that can happen in winter. If you guys do winter, maybe that does something. Cooldown 10 seconds, user level, everyone. We can see how that works out. But yeah, these are the only commands I have right now. The custom ones, I got to figure out how to add these ones here. It looks like it could be a pain for me to deal with, but I'm going to try to figure it out. Let's see. Do you think Dogecoin will go back down to 16 cents? Probably. Because what I think about Dogecoin here, like even though we're on this run, guys, Dogecoin usually does a dip, a rip, and then a drop. Dip, rip, drop. And until it really breaks that cycle, as happy as I am that Dogecoin is breaking out here and having a strong move, I'm not going to change my viewpoints on how it's been reacting over the past few months, right? Now we have these, spike all the way up here. What happened? Dogecoin went up 40% from the high. Like 24 hours later, it came down 22%. If you waited a few more days, it came back down like 27%, right? A while back, had another big spike. Dogecoin ran up about 42%. And then it came down over the next few days about 25%. So this thing has some really nice runs, but then it has some big drops as well. So I know it may not be as like bullish on Bitcoin or Dogecoin as you may want to hear, but until I really see something really change with Dogecoin fundamentally, I would say treat this as a short-term trade and make as much money off of it as you can. And if it continues to pump up, of course you can continue to buy and do a whole bunch of stuff with it. But again, it would be bad for anybody, like any YouTuber or something like that, to really tell you this thing is really boosting off, just because of the history that we've seen over the past few months and what's happened with Dogecoin over the past few, like, you know, even remember this. Okay, so remember, even all the way back here, Dogecoin rallied up about 736%. Amazing run, amazing run. But of course, what happened afterwards? We came down 65%. It's in Dogecoin's nature to do this. There's nothing wrong with it, but the way you have to trade it has to be, you know, you have to understand, unless we get a lot of volume, these pops aren't going to be as large, but the drops are still going to be there. So I think, yes, Dogecoin will probably hit 16 cents again, unless we really start to hit some really crazy pops going in the future. And that's why I think so many people just kind of are just buying Dogecoin just to hold it, and they're just going to see what happens with it over time. Then let's see, the next run up we had was something more like a few days, about a week or so, up 200%. And a few days later, you know, it dropped down 71%. It just happens with Dogecoin. We even go back over here before Dogecoin was really, you know, even above 10 cents. Beautiful spike over 2 day periods, 2 days period spike, 1,000%, 1,000%. Now, on the way down, we lost about 75% of the value. It's what Dogecoin does, and it is perfectly okay to trade it still, but you just have to keep that in the back of your head. That stops you from trying to buy up here and buy up here and here, because those are the people that lose a bunch of money, right? Because, you know, if they're really, the way people do it is, you gotta think about like a new trader in the market. Okay, ooh, I just missed on this huge run up. Maybe I'll buy right here, okay? They buy right here. They see it went up 100%. They don't sell because they think they can get another 1,000% gain return on it. It starts coming back down, then they're down 20%. Oh my God, what's happening? It's down 30%. Oh my God, is it crashing back to the floor? Oh no, it's down 35%. Oh no, I'm losing half my money. Oh my gosh, I've just lost 50% of my initial investment. I am out. I'm selling out. Rebound happens, and then they try to buy back again. They fall for the same thing again. And part of that is what you call FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. Most of you guys that have been around the block with trading, you guys would have heard that by now. But it really does have a crazy effect on the psyche of a trader to see something really pop up that much, and they want to be part of it. And then when they are a part of it, a lot of times you guys get some good gains, but you guys refuse to sell because everybody's like, diamond hands, I'm not letting go. When you see that, you know, you got to make sure that you guys are able to sell some of your Dogecoin. I sold half of my, excuse me, I sold half of my Dogecoin right here. Oh yeah, 50 cents. Half of it right there. When I was streaming back then, you know, I had thousands of people watching the stream because I was the Dogecoin guy, as like Matt Wallace, Tame the Ark, that girl with the little cat ears or something like that. But I had like a few thousand people watching my stream, and people were calling me, you know, horrible names. They were mad that I sold some Dogecoin off. They said, you're not a true Dogecoin believer, all types of crazy stuff. And I was like, I just locked in a bunch of money, a lot of gains, right? A lot of gains. And those gains were very, very nice to me, right? And then what happened? My next price target where I was going to start scaling out of the rest of my Dogecoin was I was going to start scaling off at 80 cents to $1. That was how I was going to trade it. Now, what happened? We got up to 74, 75 cents. We didn't get up to the 80 cents. And then we started to drop, and we never recovered from there. And, you know, we're back down to like 17 cents that we are now. But I would feel a lot worse if I never sold half of my position over here to take full advantage of this nice run up. And of course, I sold at 50 cents. I missed out on an extra 46% of gains. I missed out on it. But because I sold, I walked away with gains in the first place. So you got to think about it in terms like that. When you see a pattern, even if it's not a pattern like, you know, it's not like a pattern that we see on everyday charts, like the patterns I have on here. Sometimes you find patterns that aren't patterns, like cup and handles, reverse head and shoulders, pennants, double bottoms, whatever. Sometimes you don't get patterns like that. Sometimes you just got to realize this chart acts in a very weird way, and I want to trade it off of the patterns I've seen over the past, right? Now that requires a lot of patience. You have to deal with a lot of pain and stuff like that as you do those more wonky patterns, but it can be very, very lucrative as long as you know when to sell, as long as you sell when you make a profit. There we go. Right. So hopefully that made sense for you guys. And hey, Arcade Cup. Hey, I really do appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you very, very much, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, Hota. Winner. There we go. And the winner is Ho. Uh-oh. Oh, geez. There we go. That's why Logan Paul and his brother moved to Puerto Rico. Taxes. I cannot blame him for that at all. Hey, Christopher, how do you trade Bitcoin, Ethereum for other alts on Bit? It looks like you can only buy them. That's probably the most, yeah, you can probably only buy with them. Bitget's a newer one. They don't do the more older style of trading like that. I think it's just because it's more streamlined and more people don't, when people learn how to trade crypto these days, they don't go into crypto thinking, hey, I want to buy Dogecoin with Bitcoin. They think about it in terms of, I want to buy Dogecoin with USTD, USDC, or something like that. I think that's the way a lot of these newer exchanges are going to be popping off. So yeah, you're right about that. If you want to get into that, I think Binance is going to be your best choice. Hey, Hota, you're from Puerto Rico? Okay, I may meet you one day as I come visit down there. Hey, Jacano. So if it does do a big rip, I would see it most likely like going up towards 35 to 45 cent range. That'd be a big rip from, in my opinion. And hold on, sorry guys. It's one of those days. One of those days. I would say that's where you would see the peak. The peak. Not so much of like a kind of holding on there. A peak, maybe another 50% drop afterwards, and then another rip like a maybe within the following week or so. Something more like that. Logan bought $3.5 million of fake Pokemon cards. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Hey, Jacona, have you noticed that Doge tends to fake out crash right before it rips? Yeah, it does it quite a bit. I think that's just whales trying to shake out people, because usually the people that get shaken out, they're the ones that are going to be buying right back in. They're like, oh man, I just missed out. And then by the time they buy back in, that's when everybody else is selling until they lose. They double lose, if you will. Hey, you know, yeah, right now, if you guys are looking for Dogecoin and you guys are looking at like how's Bitcoin doing, Bitcoin, it's really trading along this line right here, this 2-to-1 Ganfan line, right? This is the 4-hour chart. Oh, sorry, guys, I got tea all over me now. I'm just gonna have relax. We got rejected by the Fibonacci level. We have a support level right here at the Ganfan, the 3-to-1 on the Ganfan line, and we're bouncing off of the 50 moving average here on the 4-hour chart, holding strong. That's what I like to see. We have a nice opportunity to break above the 20 moving average, which would be kind of nice as well. But right now, I'm looking at this as resistance, this as support, and I want to see this thing, I don't care how it happens, move along, then eventually break out. It can break out here, wherever. I want to see a breakout. That'll get us out of this head and shoulders nonsense, so we can start moving on to different, greener pastures, so to speak. But that's really what my goal is like for the moment. So I don't care if Bitcoin goes all the way back down here to 41,000, if it goes down, it goes up to 43,000, whatever. I want to see a breakout occur. That breakout is going to be a really strong move for us going forward. But of course, it has to happen. If we start breaking down below the 3-to-1 Ganfan line right here, this purple line, well, that's not a good sign for Bitcoin. That means we can retest 39,600. And if we break down below that, then the bad stuff happens where we're moving down to 37,000, possibly even all the way down here to 34,000, and then we can have a reversal and start moving back up here a little bit later. But for now, overall, Bitcoin is still bearish. We want to see if we can get out of this bearish situation, but that's going to require us to at least just stay above this 3-to-1 Ganfan line, and most importantly, we need to stay above this $39,600 level exactly. Because if we don't, bad juju will follow, a lot of money will be lost, and it just won't be a fun time to be involved in the crypto markets, going forward. Because everybody will have to, everybody would have lost so much money around here that maybe they don't want to put so much money back into the crypto market around here, right? So stuff like that has to happen. But for now, let's enjoy this consolidation period. Let's hope that we can make a big move here. I would assume that we might try to come up one more time, then break down for a little bit longer, and then consolidate. But maybe if whales are behind us, we can make a stronger move there. But normally what happens in these situations is a move, a breakdown, and then we can keep on going about our business. There we go. All right. Do you think things will go up tomorrow because of the Bitcoin death cross? Well, even though the death cross is a bearish indicator, I would say it's not going to really affect us for a few days. Usually those death crosses and golden crosses have a little bit of a lagging effect. So that's why one of the reasons I would still say Bitcoin is bearish right now. But if Bitcoin is able to have a big breakout here over the next, let's say 2 weeks, to call it a decent amount of time here, it can negate that death cross and we can start really pumping up here. Because remember, if we have a death cross, in the next few weeks, we have an opportunity for a golden cross to take us back up here. And that'd be a fantastic move. And what normally happens with Bitcoin, kind of what we saw back in July, there was a really depressing dip that happened right before we were able to bounce off of it, right? So that was a depressing dip. Then we had that strong move going out to July that kind of took us back up to that September rally, fell back down a little bit for a while. Then really that big boom up to 65,000. And of course, that double top at 69,000 afterwards. So those opportunities here, guys, a lot of them, but man, it really does depend on Bitcoin holding some really key levels for us. No matter what happens, there will be money to be made, but of course, it's just much easier for us to make money. It's much easier for me to teach you guys how to make money when the market is looking very nice, not when it's all crazy, shaking all over the place. Because I give you guys pretty good technical updates on a daily basis, sometimes not as much right now because I'm really sick at the moment, and I got to take care of family and stuff like that, even though it stresses me out beyond my mind. I still got to do it. What those videos that I gave you are probably more detailed than what I can give you in a stream. So if you guys do want to ever find them, you just go to my regular channel if I can find it. You guys can tell I watch a lot of sports, Band & Brothers videos and whatnot. But I have my videos that upload today. Is Dogecoin really going to break out? I talked about, hey, it could possibly break out, but we have a level of resistance, so just be aware of that. Bitcoin dip and rip. I talked about, hey, we might have a dip that we might try to break out later on. I give you guys some pretty consistent day-to-day technical analysis and stuff like that. You can even see the video I was trying to figure out how to get rid of phlegm in my throat. Then I realized I had tea that was exactly this concoction that they were asking about. But yeah, it's stuff like that. So right now, Dogecoin's looking fine. I like it. I'm still holding it. As far as if you guys wanted to add new positions to Dogecoin, I might wait a little bit longer, but you guys could, if you wanted to, just add small positions here and practice trading. I would say if you guys have like a BitGet or a KuCoin, preferably a BitGet because you can practice paper trading. Try paper trading Dogecoin with 10x leverage and see how the returns come in for you. Practice with something that's very volatile like this. If you can practice with this, it'll really give you some really good trading knowledge going forward because you can apply these types of lessons to day charts down the road and whatnot. What's right here? Usually Fridays and Saturdays are pullbacks and Doge and going non so up. Exactly. So it'll be interesting, guys, to see what happens here. And it's okay if Bitcoin does have a little bit of a pullback. We really just want to make sure that Bitcoin does not fall below 39,600. That is the level of doom, temple of doom, whatever. That's the level we don't want to have to deal with, okay? All right, everybody, I'm going to call it a night. I'm, as you can know, really sick, so I'm just going to call it night. About an hour and a half stream. I enjoyed talking with you guys tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow evening, and you guys can look forward to my video in the morning, giving an update on both Dogecoin and Bitcoin for you guys. Heads up, I do cough in these videos because I am pretty sick. Live with it, but I do appreciate the like and the follows and the subscribes when you guys do watch the video. So thank you very much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks again.